Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most shocking rumors currently circulating on social media. One that involves Mason Disick, the firstborn child of Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick. If you've been anywhere near social media lately, you might have seen claims that Mason, who is still a teenager, allegedly fathered a child. These rumors have spread like wildfire across TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, leaving many wondering, is there any truth to these claims? Who is the alleged mother? And how did we get here? In today's deep dive, we're going back to the beginning, exploring Kourtney and Scott's tumultuous relationship, Mason's birth and life in the spotlight, and exactly what we know and don't know about these shocking allegations. But before we get started, I need to make something crystal clear. Mason is a minor, and we'll be approaching this topic with the sensitivity it deserves. To understand the rumors about Mason, we first need to look at his parents, Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick, and their complicated history. They met in 2006 at a house party in Mexico, hosted by Girls Gone Wild founder Joe Francis. Sparks flew instantly, Scott's East Coast charm and confidence stood out, and the two quickly became inseparable. When Keeping Up with the Kardashians premiered in 2007, fans got their first glimpse into Kourtney and Scott's turbulent relationship. From the beginning, it was clear their love story wouldn't be smooth. Scott's partying and unpredictable behavior often caused friction, especially with Kourtney's mother, Kris Jenner, who was wary of him. Their relationship became a familiar cycle, happy moments followed by dramatic breakups, usually sparked by Scott's late-night antics, only to be followed by emotional reconciliations. In 2008, Kourtney broke up with Scott after discovering texts from another woman on his phone. But their connection was undeniable, and their story didn't end there. By late 2009, after rekindling their relationship, the couple shared surprising news that would change their lives forever. Kourtney was pregnant with their first child. On December 14, 2009, Mason Disick was born, marking not just a milestone for Kourtney and Scott, but for the entire Kardashian family. Weighing 7 pounds, 6 ounces, he was the first grandchild and quickly became a central figure in the family's growing reality TV empire. In a groundbreaking moment for television, Kourtney allowed Mason's birth to be filmed for Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The episode, which aired in February 2010, captured the raw and intimate moment when Kourtney pulled Mason out herself, a scene that resonated with millions of viewers. Mason's early years were extensively documented on the family's reality shows. Fans watched his first steps, first words, and saw his personality take shape. From the beginning, viewers noted his striking resemblance to Scott, not just in appearance, but also in his mannerisms. For Scott, fatherhood initially seemed to bring a sense of stability, and he often spoke about how Mason changed his perspective on life. Meanwhile, Kourtney fully embraced motherhood, frequently expressing that it was the role she was meant for. But having a child didn't magically fix Kourtney and Scott's deep-rooted issues. Throughout Mason's early years, their relationship remained a roller coaster of breakups and reconciliations. Scott's struggles with alcohol became more severe, leading to concerning behavior that played out both on camera and in the tabloids. Despite their challenges, one thing was clear: both Kourtney and Scott adored Mason. No matter how rocky their relationship became, they remained committed to co-parenting, a dynamic that continued even after their final split. As Mason grew, so did the Disick family. Kourtney gave birth to their daughter, Penelope, in July 2012, and their son, Rain, in December 2014, who, coincidentally, shares a birthday with Mason. During these years, Mason became a fan favorite on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Viewers watched him grow up on screen, forming sweet bonds with his aunts, uncles, and cousins. But as Kourtney and Scott expanded their family, their relationship continued to face challenges. Scott's partying and substance abuse worsened, eventually leading to multiple rehab stays between 2014 and 2015. The breaking point came in July 2015 when photos surfaced of Scott getting cozy with his ex-girlfriend Chloe Bartoli during a vacation in Monte Carlo. At the time, Kourtney was at home with their 3 children, including 5-year-old Mason. After nearly a decade together, Kourtney ended the relationship for good. This final breakup happened when Mason was old enough to understand, at least partially, what was happening. The aftermath played out on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, with Scott expressing regret and Kourtney standing firm. For Mason and his siblings, it meant adjusting to a new normal, splitting time between two separate homes. However, both parents prioritized their children, establishing a co-parenting dynamic that many considered admirable. Despite the breakup, Scott remained deeply involved in his children's lives and continued to be a familiar face at Kardashian-Jenner family gatherings. For Mason, who had always known his parents as a unit, this transition coincided with starting school and becoming more aware of his family's public profile. Over time, both Kourtney and Scott moved on. Scott with a series of much younger girlfriends, including Sophia Richie and Amelia Hamlin, while Kourtney eventually found lasting love with Travis Barker, whom she married in 2022. As Mason grew from a toddler into a teenager, his parents changed how they handled his public presence. While he had once been a regular on reality TV, Kourtney became more protective of her children's privacy. By 2020, Mason had mostly stepped away from the spotlight, but he was beginning to make headlines on his own, this time through social media. In March 2020, 10-year-old Mason made headlines after creating an Instagram account without his parents' permission. During a live session, he casually answered fan questions, even revealing details about Kylie Jenner's relationship with Travis Scott. This unexpected moment showed how Mason was beginning to navigate life in the spotlight. However, Kourtney quickly deleted the account, explaining, "He started an Instagram yesterday and didn't ask us. He doesn't have a phone, just an iPad and a computer for school. Scott and I felt he isn't old enough." This incident highlighted the unique challenges Mason faces as someone born into one of the world's most famous families. Unlike his parents, who chose the spotlight as adults, Mason has had to figure out his own boundaries between public and private life. As he entered his teen years, both Kourtney and Scott began sharing less about him on social media, respecting his growing autonomy. When he does appear in family photos, fans often comment on how much he has grown and how he is developing his own style outside of the Kardashian brand. Like most teenagers, Mason is finding his identity, but under the immense public scrutiny of the Kardashian legacy. In a 2022 interview, Kourtney revealed that Mason had requested more privacy, a request both she and Scott have honored. This marks a major shift from his early years, where every milestone was shared with millions. Now, the child who was once the baby of the Kardashian empire is making his own decisions about his public presence, a reality that makes the latest rumors about him even more complicated and potentially harmful. Mason Disick is at the center of swirling rumors after claims surfaced on social media that he fathered a child. Alleged screenshots from a private Instagram account purportedly belonging to Mason suggested that the 15-year-old has a 1-year-old daughter named Piper with a former classmate. The posts, originally shared on a Kardashian-focused subreddit before being deleted, fueled speculation. In a question-and-answer session on the account, Mason reportedly responded affirmatively when asked if he had a child, stating, "Yay, I did." Further posts allegedly referenced the situation as being forced upon him, calling the child a failed protection. Adding to the speculation, the account also allegedly posted text message exchanges between Mason and his younger brother, Disick. Another response from the account hinted at personal struggles, stating that wealth couldn't buy good parents. The Kardashian-Jenner family has remained silent on the rumors, with neither Kourtney Kardashian, Scott Disick, nor Kris Jenner addressing the claims. Mason has previously made controversial social media posts, raising doubts about the authenticity of the account. Some fans believe the claims are false, while others remain skeptical. If that Mason-Disick situation ain't real, it's a very nasty thing to do. "Come on, internet, tell people a 15-year-old boy had a baby," one Twitter user commented. For now, speculation continues as the Kardashian family refrains from making an official statement. Whether fact or fiction, the rumors have ignited significant buzz online. And there you have it, the wild speculation surrounding Mason Disick, and the truth we may never fully know. Is this just another baseless internet rumor, or is there something more to the story? As always, the Kardashian-Jenner family remains tight-lipped, leaving fans to piece together the puzzle themselves. But now, we want to hear from you. Do you think there's any truth to these claims? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that have everyone talking. Until next time, stay curious.